Hello everybody, welcome to speed build number 6. This is called Modern Shock. Now, this is an ultra-modern house, and the reason for the name, Modern Shock, is because it's a lot of the exterior is painted bright yellow, which of course is very unique. So I'm just beginning here on the exterior walls. So this is one of my longest speed builds, 27 minutes long, so it's about the same as Eternal Spring, speed build number 4. So I hope that you'll be able to stick through the whole video. Be able to stay through and watch the whole video. So I'm just trying to get this level correct. So there's a cheat called Place Freezes On Off, which allows you to put a foundation on top of a wall. So I was just seeing if that's like the same height as doing the stair technique using constraint full elevation, but it was not, so I had to discard it. So anyway, I'm just finishing off the exterior walls and just putting in this very large deck. It's huge. It's about the same size as the whole first and second floor of the house. It's incredibly large. So here's the basement. I do have issues with it at first, but I eventually get it to do what I want. Get it to come out the way I wanted. Yeah, the pool, I wanted the pool there, but it eventually ends up actually on the ground like a normal pool, because I wanted a garage right where the pool is, like underneath that deck, so it didn't happen that way. So here I am, just putting the walkout basement out, so just, bringing the ground lower, and I think I'm going to be adding the pool soon. I don't know exactly how this goes. Yeah, I got rid of the pool, and now I'm going to be putting in the garage in its place, as you can see. Just messing around down here in the basement. So, yeah, here I have to remove all the foundation and replace it with floor tiling. So, I've finished that, and it's got this, skylight area on the top. There's no glass in it, it's just a hole. So, now I'm going to be doing this driveway. I was trying to do like that sloped driveway technique, which I learned from a video saw on the Sim Supply. But it didn't work. I mean, I did it before on a different house, but I wasn't able to achieve it on this one. So I eventually gave up. I don't think I left enough room in front, so I just used the softened terrain tool, and I eventually got it to work. Not these. This is not gonna stay. Yeah. So there's the driveway, and I believe I put a foundation wall coming out soon. No, I do not. So now I'm going to be choosing the bright yellow walls. There you see it. And it is quite shocking. That's why the house is called Modern Shock, because it's quite a shocking color. And the bits that are recessed behind the columns, that's just painted light cream, because otherwise it'd just be way too much bright yellow. So I'm fixing up, the paint. And now I'm going to add like a stone on the foundation, so it looks nice. Here we go. So it's just like a nice light stone, light gray, I think. Looks very nice. So now we should be putting in the pool. Yep, here we go. So now I put the pool in. So now you can see it's kind of the only one way. It's up against 3 walls, so you can only get out by one side, and it messed up all the columns. Okay, so then I put like the stone and stucco. You'll notice that it's really light inside the pool. That was really annoying because it didn't look right. Because the color inside the pool is brighter than it is on the wall outside the pool. I don't like the look of that, but there's nothing I can do. So I'm putting in some windows and just a small balcony here overhanging the lower deck. A lower patio. So now I'm putting in windows into doors. They're all black with white accenting, so it's very modern. What's the word? It's stands out from the cream and yellow. So I'm going to be doing the front here now with the front doors. So there you go. And upstairs, I realized that the bedrooms is really small. The master bedroom is really teeny. So I ended up enlarging it so it goes like out as far as the floor below it. So I do that later. So putting in the garage door now. So that's good, of course. And now I'm going to be putting in this trellis inside the skylight, so it looks fancy. Fancy schmancy. Yeah, there we go. That looks very nice. I had to do all that just to put that trellis in. Okay, now I'm just going to be outlining the roof with some fencing and putting in the front steps, which is very good. And I'm going to put a trellis over the whole front porch area, so that's good. Yeah, I'm just playing around with the cheats. It's, I used almost every cheat I know on this house, trying to get it to work correctly. So I'm just putting in the trellis, as you can see, and I've done that, and I left those like little thin columns. We have walls there. Okay, so now here we go. I'm putting the foundation on either side of the garage door. That looks very nice. And now I'm putting in the railing. Well, actually, no, it's a half wall, but I do put in railings as well. And, so there you go. Nice railing. Well, nice half walls. Okay, so I really don't have much to say. I'm sorry about that. I'm just, saying random things that are very uninteresting, I'm sure. But, okay, now we're starting inside. So now actually have something to talk about. So I'm putting the steps in. I do actually make them narrower than that because they just take up too much room. Yeah, so there you go. I make them narrower. There's this house is 2 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, so it's a good size. It's not too small, it's not too large, and it's 2 floors with a basement. And the basement, as you can see here, is much larger than the first 2 floors. So just putting in the garage and the other rooms that are on this floor. And now I'm trying to put a window in this bedroom because it's just so dark. Obviously without a window. I think it's against the law not to have a window for the bedrooms. You have to do it. But I change up that window later. It doesn't stay that way. So now I'm putting this area where I'm going to have the TV. That changes too. Okay, so I'm just leveling everything out because it got messed up. And now I'm going to put this solar panel floor tiling. I don't know what that came with. It looks like the base game. That is really cool. I mean, I never really saw that before. So I found it and I decided to do it. Yeah, here's where I expand the master bedroom because as you can see it is really small. And now it has been expanded so it's much larger, which is very good. Okay, so I should be doing many other things. Yeah, doors. Interior doors. I do the same thing I did with speed build number 5, the previous speed build, with the normal door with the archway with the window above it. So it looks nicer than just a plain ordinary door. Okay, so I should begin with floor soon. Yeah, so I do a brick, but it doesn't stay. I get rid of that brick because it is quite hideous. Yeah, and this wood flooring I choose, that stays, except the color changes to a more modern colors, white, gray, and black. Okay, so I'm just putting the black in all the, all the areas that your sim can't actually access. Like the columns and the little half wall bits between levels. So I'm just getting, painting all that black so it's less distracting. And for some reason the roof got all messed up again. Don't know why. Okay, so now I should be doing something. Okay, so I'm going to be doing this, this TV area, which that still changes. I mean, everything changes eventually. But, so there's the TV and everything in my house is, most stuff doesn't stay. Okay, so now I was trying to, that stair. You can see that stair. It's like so dark at the very top, so I was trying to make it light up a bit, which I eventually achieved that. Okay, so now I'm going to start on the interior. The kitchen's really small, but it's very interesting and very modern, so that's good. And I don't know what happened there. Okay, I suddenly went from the kitchen to outside. So now I'm going to be pushing this window back so I can have I'm like skipping everywhere around with no explanation for what I'm doing. Okay, yeah, that window, I do put some rocks in there so it looks quite nice. And I do the same thing on this wall here. I use like a rock retaining wall. So now I'm going to put these like little things. I put bamboo on them, so it looks very nice. I don't know when I do that. Okay, so I'm just putting some white trim for using those little white fences, and now I'm going to I try to put this tree area in the center of this massive deck, though this does not stay. It gets completely removed eventually because it's just so ugly. I like that tree. I do put that tree in the front yard. It does not stay there, though. So I was trying to put, a filler, like a space filler in this deck. That just looked, you could just see it looks so ugly. I mean, you might like it, but I did not like it. So I'm just fixing that now. And for some reason, when the tree was there, you can't repaint it. So I had to move the tree, repaint the floor. So now I'm putting my stones here. I do push back the window again, though, because you'll see the stones clip through it. Yeah, you can see that. That just didn't work out right. So I did push it back. So that's always good. That looks quite nice. So now I'm putting in some purple flowers, some red flowers, and some ferns. So here's where I put the refrigerator in. I do something interesting with that wall. You can see at the front of the stairs. Well, you could see it. No, you can't. But I put like a fridge inside a column, which I thought was quite clever, obviously, because it worked out quite nicely. It was like it separated the room nicely, and it was the fridge. So here we go. Yeah, you can see I put it in like this column. I did this in speed build number 3 too. I put the built-in fridge, except this is in a column, not in the wall. So I thought that looked really kind of nice, very professional and fancy. Now, what's interesting is like when you have the disable snapping to slots on, alt on, cheat on, you can't actually move the upper cabinets around using alt, but you can like move the double-sided ones, which I never knew that, which was very interesting. It's something odd, very unique with The Sims. Okay, so now I'm putting in the appliances and the backsplash, which I kind of like the black and white tiles, little big, long, rectangular tiles. So here I'm redoing the floor color. You can see it's grayish now. And I do redo that brick look. That changes as well. It does not stay, but it is there now. So now I'm expanding the kitchen a teeny bit by adding another cabinet, and of course the dishwasher. So now I'm finishing off the kitchen with the little accessories. I couldn't get the white bit on that pot and pan rack. So here we go with the bathroom. Here's where I changed that that's really unpleasant brickwork, so I get rid of that. So here we going with the bathroom, the half bathroom on the first floor, and I think it looks quite nice. It's very basic. It's kind of oversized for just being a half bathroom, but it's no need to have anything else in there. So basically, that's the bathroom. So I'm just finishing it off now with some artwork and plants, which are very important things in a house, in any house. This is a very expensive house. I think it might be one of the most expensive houses I've done for a speed build yet. It's like 200,000, somewhere around 200,000 simoleons in game, so it is expensive. So now I'm trying to put this table here on this side, but it didn't fit right, so I ended up putting it on that side of the house. That means the living room actually is in the basement. So it's just the kitchen and dining room on the first floor, because really there wasn't enough room for a living room and dining room. Okay, so I'm just going to be putting, I think, a small... I put a small desk on the other side of the half wall in the kitchen. I'm going to do that after I do this entry way, the foyer. I like those lights, those sconces in the columns. That look kind of nice. Okay, so we should be... here we go. Now I'm going to... I don't know. Jeez, I'm doing everything, but what I'm saying I'm going to do next. Okay, here we go. Here comes the desk. This is a very exciting moment. Yes, so here's the desk that I was talking about earlier with the computer on it. So that's good. You have a place to compute. It's not probably, is that a word? Compute. I don't know. So it's a stereo serving no purpose at all whatsoever, because I don't know why you'd want a stereo in the kitchen and dining room. So now I'm putting in the deck and the stone patio by the pool, which looks very nice. And I'm going to do the floor. Yeah, the pool floor, which I had a fancy design on the bottom later. So now I'm going to put some bamboo. Yes, there's the bamboo. So that's very nice. And now I'm going down to the basement, and I'm going to start working there. So this is the living room. You know, it's kind of more of a game room, though. It's not a formal in any way, because it's got a foosball table and other things in it that doesn't make it very formal. So now I'm putting in the stone floor here, the stone driveway and front walkway. Yeah, front walkway. So that looks very nice. And then the driveway, it's hard when you use the terrain tools to actually get a smooth curve, but so I had to kind of touch it up a bit. So now I'm putting in the front walkway, of course. And I do put like a nice little wavy path between the driveway and the front walkway, which I'm doing now. Yeah, there it is. Look at that. Very nice. So I'm just putting in some more flower beds, and yeah, I was trying to put some stuff there, but that didn't happen. So I'm going to finish off the yellow paint, which I didn't actually finish. So I'm putting it like under all the underneath areas. That's probably not the best way to say it, but like the eaves, I don't know. And now like the edge is so annoying. The edge of floor tiles, because when you put the color on it, it's like 20 shades lighter, and then create a style you can't darken it enough. So it's actually not. If you look close, you'll notice it's not. The edge is not the same color, because I couldn't get it to be the same color, so that's a shame. And same with that wall in there. I couldn't. It's like too dark. The lighting in this game is atrocious. So I'm putting a small window for the bathroom down there, because it was, very dark. It kind of looks funny from outside, but it serves the purpose very nicely inside. So now I'm going to be putting the bathroom in, and after that I should be moving to the living room, but I don't know because I'm very unpredictable in my building ways. So I'm putting in the shower and a tub. It's a very nice bathroom. It's off the living room. It's actually for the bedroom down here, because there is one bedroom down here. And now I'm just spinning around wildly and putting in a sink and toilet. I'm basically copying everything from the bathroom above, so it's, easier and quicker. So here we go. Here's the living room. I choose this really modern couch, which is actually quite nice. I never used it before. It's very nice. And I put the metal coffee tables, but when I put lamps on them, they shine so brightly you could see it. It looks so unrealistic. So I make them wooden. I have to make the tables wooden because it didn't look nice at all. So now I'm putting some plants and some chairs, so you can sit. Sitting is important. Okay, so now I'm going to be putting in the grand piano. Yes, of course. Something that's, I don't know, not entirely necessary, but it's good for filling up space. And a nice, very large, very modern picture. And there we go. And I'm going to be putting a foosball table on the other side of the room. I was going to put a painting here, but I couldn't choose one that looked right, so I just abandoned that. Okay, so there's the foosball table. Stunning. Well, that's really the only thing in the room that makes it seem less formal. And then I put a nice modern painting. And I should be moving to the next room soon, after I put these blinds on the windows. Okay, so I think, the garage is next. It's a very nice garage, actually. So it's got a sink in it, even though there's no purpose for it, because I don't know why you need a sink in the garage, but it's there. It's a luxury feature. So there we go. And it's a very small garage, and the car only could be fit on an angle, so there you go on that. And I wanted to use these seasons, surfboards and other stuff like to put in the garage, but, I didn't really want to do that because that'd be the only place I'd use seasons, and really you don't need a whole nother expansion pack to download the house just for that. Well, I mean, it would be replaced, so actually it doesn't really matter. But if you have seasons, you can put it in there yourself. So here's a laundry room, and, it's a very simple laundry room. It's just a washer and a dryer and a sink. So now I'm going to be moving to the bedroom in the basement. Never fear, it has got a window, so it's not all dark and basementy like. So yeah, it's a green color scheme. The master's blue, and the rest of the house is like a cream and a black and white kind of theme. So here we go. It's kind of bland, but it's the guest room, so really, who cares? Some nice lamps, and then you see that wall, really weird colors there, like on the wall the dressers. Excuse me, the wall the dresser's on. So I had to change that. I fixed it by just deleting it and putting it back, and for some reason that fixes everything. So now I'm putting a couch. It's like a sitting area for you to sit in, and some nice green rugs. So I'm almost done this bedroom now, and a nice painting of a wagon wheel is going above the sofa. So now we're going to be moving to the big massive deck. There's a gigantic dining table there. I used 2 really big tables and put them together, so you have a nice area to dine. If it's a nice day, of course. If it's raining, then it's a shame. So I have a lot of lounge chairs in this house. I think I have 8. I do have 8 lounge chairs. So your Sims who live here, they should like to lounge. It's perfect. So I'm going to put in the grill, of course, because grilling is very good, and a nice, little love seat. I never have used that sofa before. That one I put against the wall. I've never used that before, so that's a first. So and on this deck, some more lounge chairs. And now I'm going to put some stairs here so you can actually get off this deck somewhere else. So you don't have to go through the house to get out. That's good. You can just go right from here to the backyard. That was an oversight on the house originally. So now I'm going to put in my a retaining wall here. Again, this was another trick I learned from the Sim Supply. So it's very cool. I quite like it. So just putting in quite a lot of rocks in here. Now, again, like with Eternal Springs, there's a lot of stuff here in one spot, and that could cause it take a while to load the house if you don't have a very powerful computer. So, just warning you. So now I'm going to be putting, just finishing it off really. So I think it looks very nice with the fern sticking out of it, just to add some greenery. And, it looks very nice. It's better than just like the foundation wall I used on the other side. So I had to do because it was the pool. It just looks better there. So now I'm going to be putting in the ladder and the diving board. And here's a design on the bottom of the pool, which I put in. And then I put in, So I thought that was kind of nice. So now I'm going to be moving to the master bedroom, which is a loft-style room. There's no actually door to it. It just right up the steps into the bedroom, and it's fine. I don't know why I did that, because there's not enough room for a door. So if you see the room, then you can do it yourself. So now I'm going to be putting in the essential furniture: a bed and a nightstand and a dresser, and some plants and other non-essential items to go along with it. And I like those paintings, those 4 little paintings together. They look really nice, especially stacked on top of one another. So that's very good. So now I'm going to be putting in some chairs here so you can relax there, which is very good. So, and this is a very big room, and it seemed very empty, so at the last minute I put a desk in over there with a laptop computer on it, because why not? If it fits, it can go there. So now I'm going to be putting in the bathroom now, which is good. So it's different from the other bathrooms, and I do change the floor, so it's got that nice tile that you see on the wall there. I don't actually put it on any of the walls because it was just too dizzying, so it is just on the floor. So now I'm putting in a sink and toilet, stuff that you'll need, and some towels and other accessories and stuff you won't actually need. So nice rugs and a mirror. So now we should be moving to the exterior. I'm going to put in some dirt. It's just carpeting, because you can't really put terrain paint on the on the foundation wall. So it's just carpeting to brown carpeting, which works fine. Looks quite like dirt, and some flowers on top. Just the top of the retaining wall looks quite nice. And I put some flowers there, and I use this really intense green grass just in like some select areas. I don't know, I just like it. I just like the look of that. I don't know why. I think it looks really nice. That really bright grass, but not everywhere. Just in some areas. I don't know. I've used that like on my past 2 speed builds. I've done that too. I just like it. So I'm putting in the walkways now and some more of that green grass. So and I will be putting in a lot of trees. I do a lot more trees than normal. The main reason because I just was not feeling like doing a lot of landscaping. That was a long sentence. I didn't feel like doing a lot of landscaping at all because, I didn't feel like doing it. So I just put in a bunch of trees. They do the job just fine. And a nice bright red tree. I like those colored trees a lot. So I just put the trash can underneath that tree. That tree will guard the trash can very well. And just finish off the house with some exterior lighting, so it looks nice and bright at nighttime. So I'm just finishing it off here with some lighting. I put a lot of these little lights everywhere. So now I'm just gonna put some porch lights in, and we'll be moving to the screenshots in a few seconds. So everybody, here's the front yard. You can see the house, it's very nice looking, very bright yellow. And now here is the backyard, as you can see, with that huge deck. Here's the pool. I just wanted to get a closer look at it so you could see it better. And here we have the kitchen and dining room. Next we'll be moving to the living room, here. So you can see the grand piano in the background and the pool through the windows. Here we have the guest bedroom. It's a nice subtle green color scheme. Here we have the master bedroom. Not the best picture of it, but you can see it. And now we're going to be looking at the basement level. So you can see the floor plan of that. Here we have the first floor, and you can see that deck is so large. It's larger than the first floor itself. So, and here's the master bedroom on the second floor. So I'll be moving to the day and night shots. So everybody, thank you for watching this video. If you like this video and want to see my other speed builds, go check out my channel. And of course, subscribe, like, and comment on this video. So everybody, thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.